Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Hope you're all well. It's Thursday the 12th of March 2026. I'm going to pull you guys a singles love tarot reading. So singles love tarot reading for Sagittarius. So if you're in a committed long-term relationship and everything's fine, and you know, if this reading is not for you unless you are single. So, or not specifically or significantly connected to anyone at the moment. Please take what resonates and leave what does not. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, Sagittarius. 3 cards for any situations or energies that might be surrounding you at the moment. 3 cards for any challenges or obstacles, and 3 cards of advice from Spirit. So, the single Sagittarius when it comes to love. What does single Sagittarius need to know when it comes to love? 3 cards for Sagittarius singles. Just about get that out then. Sagittarius singles. Single Sagittarius in love. Tell me all about it, Spirit. What do we need to know? Oh, that one did want to come out. The Death card. Death in the upright. The Tower in the upright. And the 9 of Wands in the upright. And the 9 of Wands actually... Did one come out? I can't remember how it came out, but I'm pretty sure it came out while I was shuffling. And then I put it back in and out it's come. And I shuffled those cards. So, Saggies, a definite ending, or something has ended, or there's been a big change, a big moment of change, transformation, sudden change, sudden chaos, an eye-opening moment where nothing could be the same. I'm getting, yeah, there could have been an ending. I mean, that's why you're single, because you're not with anyone, or you've separated from someone, or whatever it is, but let's not go too deep just yet. So, an ending, a change, a very sudden change, a very sudden ending. Something has changed in a big way. You're feeling tired. There's been some challenges, but you've been persevering. You've been kind of determined to perhaps get through whatever this sudden change or transformation or this tower moment or this ending, this whatever it is. It's been hard going, but you've been kind of persevering with it and determined to get through it, to battle on. So, but you're looking a bit war-torn. I mean, you've got the Tower here, so for someone here, you've been absolutely through the wars, put it that way. 3 cards for any situations or energies around you at the moment for single Sagittarius when it comes to love. What situations or energies surround single Sagittarius when it comes to love? For single Sagittarius when it comes to love. The 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords in the reverse, Queen of Swords in the reverse. You're definitely walking away from something, or you've walked away from something, well, someone. Something's been a battle. I'm just seeing that straight away. Something has been an absolute battle. There could have been some harsh words exchanged in this ending. You could feel somewhat manipulated, somewhat deceived, or someone's been a bit harsh here. I'm getting that some of you might have recently separated from someone, because this kind of looks quite recent in the energy, or something that you're still kind of processing, getting over. but separated nevertheless. Whew. I'm looking at these cards, and I'm just feeling this energy of I feel like I've been run over by a steam train looking at these cards. The energy is like heavy, and it's that tower is really looking at me like proper tower moment. Something blew up. So 3 cards for any challenges or obstacles at the moment for single Sagittarius when it comes to love. Challenges or obstacles for single Sagittarius when it comes to love at the moment. One more. Sorry, I was urged just to give it one good last shuffle. And I'll tell you if that one comes back out that just flips over in the deck. I always do. Right, challenges and obstacles for single Sagittarius when it comes to love, please. Thank you. Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Ace of Cups in reverse. You're done here, and you're getting back out there and having fun, socialising, mingling. I feel like as much as you are pretty worn out by whatever this was, you're determined to get on with it. Get out there, socialise, forget about it, enjoy yourself, have fun. And when I say get out and have fun, I don't think you're really thinking about love at the moment, or I don't think you're like out there being single and ready to mingle. I think you're very much just single. You're not interested at the moment. You're trying to find some balance. Something has been or was quite overwhelming, and you're trying to find balance. You're trying to find harmony. You're trying to find some positivity after all this heavy energy. Three cards from the universe, from Spirit, universal advice for single Sagittarius when it comes to love. 3 cards of universal advice for single Sagittarius when it comes to love. King of Swords in reverse. 4 of Pentacles in the upright, 5 of Pentacles in the upright. You got a King and a Queen of Swords in reverse. That's pretty harsh. Pretty harsh, pretty cruel, pretty manipulative. Someone that can be spiteful, hard work, quite authoritative, but doesn't use their authority in the best of ways. Or perhaps this is you, Sagittarius. Perhaps you have just cut off from someone. Shut it out. Shut them out. You are done. But you're trying to regain some stability within yourself. You're not feeling very stable at the moment. You're getting there. You're kind of getting back to fun, positive energies, a warmer, happier, more positive place. But you're feeling quite... It knocked your stability, whatever this was. And you're kind of trying to balance yourself and balance this overwhelming, unstable energy that you had. You're still not feeling quite there, but you're getting there. You're feeling quite at a loss. but you're trying to kind of get back out there with your friends or your family and getting back into the mix, as it were. Trying to be around people and enjoy people's company and things like that. So, I'm going to introduce a new tarot deck. It's not humorous, it's not a joke. No tarot is a joke, but this is the Royal Tarot. The imagery is quite colourful, somewhat humorous. This one's an original from the 1990s. I do have more modern decks, but I do like an old tarot deck. My Rider-Waite is, I think that's 1991, that one, or 92. But I am eyeing up an older one. But the older you go with certain decks, the more expensive they are. But yeah, I've actually got another deck on the way, the Intuitive Tarot, and there's another one that I'm eyeing up. So yeah, just in case you wanted to know, that one can never have too many tarot decks if that is your thing. So we're going to go with the Royal Tarot. Got them today, and they have a nice energy to them. They're not brand new, obviously. They're original from the 90s. So yeah, they've got a nice energy to them. So I thought I'd bring them into the reading. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you maybe, well, let's just leave that there for a minute. I don't want to assume. Perhaps someone is trying to talk to you and maybe someone's still trying to communicate with you and you're point blank just shutting them off. Or perhaps anyway, let's not go past too much. Let's pull, I'll keep that one there and see how it might intertwine into the reading. I want to know about the Tower and why it's here for single Sagittarius when it comes to love. Why is the Tower here for single Sagittarius? Judgment in reverse. So perhaps there's something that some sort of moment, some sort of change that you weren't making. Some sort of awakening that you weren't coming to. Some sort of realization or something internally or externally. Something you needed to deal with that you were avoiding. You didn't want to, or there was some sort of change that you might have been resisting. Some sort of ending that you might have been resisting. Is there some sort of change that you're still resisting, Sagittarius? Some sort of process, some sort of change that you need to go through or you haven't quite processed yet? Perhaps there's been an ending and you are single, you're separated, you're not with this person, but perhaps you still have to process the Tower moment. And perhaps you're just kind of Three of Cups, you're kind of getting out there to take your mind off it. But there is a very shut off, closed, blunt, harsh, shut door. And when I say shut door, I mean the door is slammed, closed. So there might be you, it might be your past person, I don't know. But there is a very cold, detached energy here. Very cold, very detached, and there is someone that needs to go through a Tower moment, but they are, or it could be that you've gone through a Tower moment and you're yet to process it. You're yet to pass judgment on it. You're yet to acknowledge it. You're just kind of trying to forget about it, getting back out there and just trying to lighten the mood a bit. trying to have a bit of fun and just take your mind off it for a minute. So, tell me about the Death card. Why is Death here for single Sagittarius when it comes to love? Why is Death here for single Sagittarius when it comes to love? The Eight of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Cups in the upright. So someone... Now, the Eight of Cups over here is for any situations or energies around you. And you are coming out with the Eight of Cups reverse. So what are you resisting, Sagittarius? There's been an ending here. Perhaps someone split up with you, or someone, you know, brought this change about. But the other situations or energies surrounding you is showing me that someone has walked away. And your energy is showing me more resistance. So what is it that you are resisting here? You're resisting dealing with something or going through some sort of change, but it's made you feel really worn out. Tell me about the Ace of Cups in reverse. Tell me about the Ace of Cups in reverse for single Sagittarius when it comes to love. Why is the Ace of Cups here in reverse energy for single Sagittarius when it comes to love? Excuse me. Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, but I've got to show you this imagery. You look. He looks. Now, I like this imagery on these cards. Knight of Pentacles. He's slow, he's steady, he's patient. He's like committed. He's slow and steady, wins the race. But that knight on that horse does not look happy to be going steady. He looks bored. Or he's just sort of like, yeah, just going with it. I'm slow, I'm steady. He's also looking backwards. So maybe for some of you, I mean, coming away from this more heavier energy, but some of you might not be open to love right now. You're just having fun out with your friends, enjoying the social single life, but you're not necessarily single in the sense that you're looking. You're kind of patient. I'm not rushing into anything. I'm quite happy just being with my girlfriends or my girl mates or my boy mates, whatever mates you got. But someone's just like, yeah, you know, I'm not really up for love at the minute, but you know, might get there one day. I want to know about the Queen of Swords and why she is here for single Sagittarius in... Oh, you want to come out, do you? Nine of Swords in reverse. And I'll just pull one more. Ten of Swords in reverse. There's been some negative thinking, limiting beliefs, thoughts, anxiety, worry, betrayal, heavy betrayal. So someone here feels betrayed. Really heavy thinking energy here, but a very cold, there's been a very, I'm getting a very cold energy as well. Very cold, very rejected, very, yeah, a bit cruel. It's a very cold, real... Ugh. So perhaps you, the Sagittarius here, that you were dealing connected to someone in the past that was very cold, very detached. Someone that you felt very betrayed by, or you just feel betrayed when it comes to love. You're cut off. Someone here is really cut off, shut off from love, not interested. Not interested at all. Tell me about the King of Swords. Why is the King of Swords here in reverse energy for Sagittarius? Single Sagittarius in love. Why is the King of Swords here in reverse energy for single Sagittarius in love? Knight of Wands. I'm getting two knights here. Wands and Pentacles. Someone that was quite passionate, or okay, there's someone here that's only up for fun. There's someone here that is close to love, but they're up for fun and passion. But when it comes to the idea of anything more serious, they're closed because they feel too betrayed. They feel they keep getting cut off. So they're just going to cut off themselves. They're going to shut up shop. They're not giving their heart to anyone. They're only giving their passion. One more card and then we'll change deck. Tell me about the Five of Pentacles. Why it's here for single Sagittarius in love. Three of Cups in reverse. There. There's that cut off energy again. Someone's just staying away from people. They're single, they're staying away from people, they're not interested in love, they're not interested in connecting with people, they're just not. Someone here they've been very hurt, very betrayed, and they're just, yeah, they might entertain some fun connections, but they're certainly not going to open their heart. This one's a bit mangled, this one, Sagittarius. I don't know why, it's just, I'm not completely connecting with it, and I think that's that cold kind of shut off energy. I'm not allowed. It's like, mind your business. So I'm not allowed to know what exactly is going on here. I'd be surprised if the moon on the High Priestess didn't come out, but especially the moon. Or the Seven of Swords, maybe. Tell me about the Three of Cups then. Why is it here for single Sagittarius when it comes to love? The Devil in reverse. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. So someone was expecting a happy ending that never came. Someone was in a very toxic connection with a Knight of Wands that pretended he was a Knight of Pentacles, or he or she, could have been a man, could have been a woman, could have been an alien, could have been, you know, whatever it was, whoever it was. But someone here is very betrayed in love. They're betrayed, they're hurt, they're upset, they feel rejected, fed up with people wearing masks, not telling how they really feel, what they truly feel, presenting themselves in one way, then acting in a complete other. Toxic, unhealthy, consuming, overwhelming, unbalanced. Someone is releasing a devil. Someone is going through the process of releasing a very toxic relationship that they had. Someone was involved in some sort of third-party situation, a blockage, something that got in the way of a connection. Could have been a person, could have been, you know, an interfering friend, or too many people. I'm getting too many people had opinions on something. Someone was kind of waiting for something to become stable, and it did not, and they were fed up waiting around for it. It was toxic, it was unhealthy, that was putting them out of balance, it was affecting their stability. It was a battle. Tell me about the devil. Why is he here in reverse for single Sagittarius? Wheel of Fortune in reverse, yeah. There's a lesson here. For some of you, one of you. Someone kept going back to something and they weren't learning the lesson. They were held by it, consumed by it, or them, it, him, her, whoever it was. There was a karmic lesson here that wasn't being learned. To some degree, even though you're single, there's a karmic lesson here that's still not being learned because someone here is resistant to changing their ways. They keep going back to toxic people, toxic, unhealthy people that, well, all right, let's say not people, because I shouldn't, all right, toxic, unhealthy connections that don't align with them. Someone wants a Knight of Pentacles and they keep going for Knight of Wands. They want commitment, consistency, and they keep going back to the connections that don't align with them. Wheel of Fortune in reverse energy. Why is it here? For, will you stop? Sorry. Oh, this is the resistance. Someone won't be told. Someone won't be told. There's the Three of Pentacles in reverse that came out earlier. Someone is being given advice. They know what they need to do, but they're not listening. They won't be told. They're just not, or they weren't listening. They just won't be told. They keep going back. They keep going back on the Wheel of Fortune and wondering why they keep remaining stuck and unhappy and betrayed and not going through tower moments and endings, cycles that are just going round and round in circles. How many readings have I done like this lately? Mercury retrograde. We're all going back. No, you learn the lesson and then you go forward. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Why is it here for single Sagittarius when it comes to love? I don't know why I'm singing. Probably had too much tea. The Star in reverse. Not seeing the light. Disappointment, despair, disconnection. Losing faith, losing hope in love. But you not seeing the light. Being shown the light, being shown what you need to do, but you're not doing it. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just... take it from... yeah, I know what this is about, okay? So, on a personal level, past, I know. So, when I get frustrated, know that it's not that I'm being harsh or critical or I'm judging anyone. I just know what this is because I've gone through it myself. So, I have no... after coming through this... I have no tolerance for nonsense, going round and round in circles, because I know what it's like to be stuck in it. Absolutely, I nearly swore then, and I'm not going to, but absolutely fecking run like the wind, all right? Go forward, run. Run, girl, run, boy, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, rabbit, run. As fast as you can, forward on the wheel. Five of Cups. Yeah, loss, sadness, grief. It's part of life. But if you keep opening the wound, you're going to keep feeling sadness, loss and grief. But in some degree, yeah, you do have to feel that in life. That's part of it. But you don't mean you have to keep sort of torturing yourself. King of Cups in reverse. Yeah. Unbalanced feelings, manipulation, people, connections that are cold, wishy-washy, inconsistent, uncommitted. Right, I'm going to finish this up, Sagittarius. Strength. Oh my goodness, what a card to finish on. Strength. Take your power back. Take your power back. Yeah. That is it. That one card there. Take your power back. Strength, confidence, determination. That's it. Spirit has spoken. Strength. Regain your power. And don't ever let anything or anyone take it away ever again. Good luck, best wishes, lots of love. Till next time, Saggies. Bye-bye.